Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. The risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football, so yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's hunt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our part.
First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Good enough for a 1st down.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now the toss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit, a guy that's so good with the football in his hands, a guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football, and when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable on that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
They're going back to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back. Between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Indiana! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch, called for and made. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to pass. It's Wolf. They're trying to get to it. Dances away to buy time. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give him these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
They'll try the counter. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on...
And that pass is intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Puts him in the spin cycle. Oh, what a move to get open. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Indiana 21, Georgia Tech.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
13, set to kick it off.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Fires to the big fella. And he is smashing people. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, Georgia Tech, 14.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. Number one objective here, no turnover. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
With all of that heat, he wasn't able to get much on that one. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he's dragged down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burton. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The RPO fire complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Davey, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going with the ground game left. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give from the gun. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 35, Indiana 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit.
You saw it on that play.
They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. And the Hoosiers pick up the first down.
You know, in the running game, there's a lot of ways that you can attack a defense. You can do it conventionally with running backs, and we're seeing more and more teams use the quarterback in the RPO game and zone reads. But I love when you sprinkle in a little jet sweep. Use the athleticism of your wide receivers to help you go get first downs.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Indiana! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it for the 2.
Man, that is a decision offensively that potentially gets you fired as a head coach if you don't come through with that. You could have just tied the game with an extra point, but instead you go for 2 to take the lead, and they get it. Wow.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking for a man, it's Wolf. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Looking to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They keep attacking through the air. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Trying to punch it in. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Indiana, 36.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here's the handoff. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the misfire, now on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And more yards after contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Wolf. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 35, he's loose. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. On target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a tight end. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Number 22.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sideline.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Tackled, but he has a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Shakes off the tackler. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.